quarters playing something called Missile Command and something called Pitfall. This is on the big screen TV, but it's also a handheld video game, and it is exactly like we remember when we were kids. We made available, it was an email campaign, the Today's Special Value for today, guaranteed that it'll get there in time for Christmas with a credit card purchase. If you do that between now and noon, 25,000 people went, this is the gift, since midnight last night. And this is Sarah Cotalesi. 9,000 people shopping. Listen, Pinky and Blinky. Do you remember their names?
Oh, this is awesome.
And,
yeah.
And the sound, we don't have the sound turned up, but it's that same Pac-Man sound that you remember.
There it is. There's that sound. That's what we love.
This is the real deal.
Yeah. I mean, it's just all of a sudden you start hearing that sound and it just brings you right back to, to sitting on your living room floor playing these games for the very first time. Yeah.
This is almost...
Say no more, right?
Sarah and I were laughing earlier. She asked me earlier, okay, what were you doing? 1980. Yeah. I was in my first year of college.
No.
Okay? We're asking some of the folks who work here, who I'm assuming their mother drove them to work. Because they go, I wasn't born yet.
Yeah, I know.
My producer was in 6th grade.
Well, what's amazing is 1980 was the release of Pac-Man, and this is really the game that changed, first was Pong, right? Because that really brought the arcade home.
But Pong was just, it was a stick and a dot.
This was all like maze. This is the most popular maze game, and it really is something that really just changed. Oh, hold on.
Don't miss that, don't miss that.
I know. It really changed the way, you play video games. It really made it an all-inclusive, super fun.
Oh, you're in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
Bye-bye.
Right. But it really is just something that you hear that soundtrack, and it really is the storybook of our lives, right? We are total teenagers.
This is it. This is the Atari Flashback. Now, here's the cool thing is, this is a portable gaming system that you take with you. Now, we hooked it up to the big screen, which is really easy to do. But you can play handheld with this and still get, I was a big fan of Human Cannonball, which most people, even Atari fans go, I don't remember that at all. You play it once or twice and you go, oh, I remember that.
I know. As we're scrolling through this list, you're going to see games that all of a sudden just throws you back to, when you were first playing
Night Driver.
Look at this. I mean, you have Millipede, you have Pac-Man, Fatal Run. I absolutely love Fatal Run. But it's really that, the Pac-Man, Pitfall is in here.
Yep.
It's the games that you remember, which I think is really fun. And when you're looking at this, these are all those classic games. And with the classic games, it's funny, they're easy to learn, but they're hard to master. So there's always a challenge when you play.
Our value is amazing. First of all, it normally sells for $49.16. We are then including the audio-visual cable so you can hook it up to your big screen TV.
Right.
Because I'll tell you, playing it on the handheld is fun. Playing it on the TV, that's really fun.
Right. That involves the whole family.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And then you get the wall adapter so you can power it that way instead of wearing out the batteries. And that's an $81 value. We're at $45.96. I spent more money than that in quarters just playing Missile Command.
Right. And do you remember quarters, though, in video games? I mean, quarters, you had to actually put your quarter on the video game because that meant that you were next in line.
Oh, yeah, that was
So
dibsies.
when you have this is portable. This is absolutely, you can play it, of course, wherever you'd like. And that's the beauty of it.
You don't need dibsies?
No, you don't need dibsies. But then if you want to enjoy the family, I think what a great way to simply, involve the whole family and just, did I get it? Hold on.
You didn't.
Oh, no, almost. Hold on. There it goes. Yep. And so right now I'm playing Frogger, and I think it's just something, again, it's that soundtrack. As soon as you hear that Frogger music, you know exactly what you were doing the first time you played it.
Out of my head for probably 2 decades.
Oh, yeah, what are you playing over there?
I am playing Lost Key, and I'm going to get that one.
So again, these are the classic games that we all remember. So you are going to have a game that says, oh my goodness, I remember this. We had a caller last night that was saying that he bought this for his dad because he remembered when he was younger playing these games with his dad.
Right.
So I think this becomes like that great equalizer. Like my son loves today's video games, but it's something that I have a hard time playing because it's just too fast for me. But this is something that, I'm not very good at this one this morning. I need another cup of coffee.
We have an entire generation that was magically, and science doesn't even understand, born double jointed in their thumbs. I don't know how they do it. All right?
Yeah.
because anybody who's out there playing the Xbox and the PS3s,
Right.
et cetera, there's something about the old school games that everybody enjoys.
Oh,
And,
true.
and for most people, like my daughter, she's a little younger than you,
Yeah.
early 30s. She remembers hearing about them, but they have not been available for play.
Ooh.
So for a lot of these kids, this will be the first chance that they'll have to understand why it was so exciting for us back in 1980
because,
when this came about.
But look how simple this is, right? It's just, you have a couple of lives and, usually a little bit of time frame. But again, these are the games that are, easy to learn. Like I said, they're hard to master.
Yes.
So when you're playing this, it's just being able to sit down. And I'm not going to say that I wasn't one to quickly reset the button when no one was looking, because all of a sudden that reset your lives. So, when we're looking at this, I'm playing Centipede, but can you hear
It's
the
the real
Centipede
sound.
music? It is. It's the real.
I was so worried that it wouldn't be the real deal.
Nope, it's the real
It is the
graphics.
real deal.
It's the real sound. It's just everything that we love. And I'm just right up here is the menu button. So you have the chance then. It's the original artwork too, which I think is really fun. So I'm going to come back to the beginning, and all of a sudden you can see again 70 preloaded games. So when you're thinking, where do these games come from? Well, these were actually taken from the Atari 2600, and that 2600 console that used to live in your house, you actually had to buy the cartridges for the console. So, did you keep losing? So now,
this is terrible. I was sitting here, we were talking.
Yeah.
I started playing, and I just realized that I didn't hear anything you said for the last 6 minutes.
I know, but that's
I'm sorry.
But that's the whole point of this, because you do get lost in a memory. Like with Atari, it's like that one-way ticket back to your childhood. It's the great equalizer with all generations. So whether or not you're playing this with your child, your grandchild, all of a sudden you can play it, of course, in your hand. But when you have the opportunity to then put it on the television, the TV becomes that gathering point again.
For the whole house.
It does, and I love the sound. Okay, I was playing Centipede. There's Chase It. Let's do Fatal Run.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, please.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody got it. To me, my buddy Brad and I, he's my best friend in high school.
Oh.
We back in high school, both of us were working. And I would make sure that on Friday nights we both had a roll of quarters.
Oh, jeez.
That's a big night. That's $10, baby. That's big money. And we would go to the bowling alley to play Asteroids.
Yeah, Asteroids. I mean, there's something for everybody.
We would laugh until we cried.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the great thing is, when you're playing these games, and if you lose a life, if your Frogger gets smushed by the cars, it's just something that when you're playing this, it's okay. And all of a sudden you hit the reset button and you get 3 lives again, and it's all about it's Atari. I mean, this is exactly how we grew up with it.
It's the real deal.
Yeah, and I love it's multi-generational too. So
I like that she went from big hair and gum chewing.
Yeah, and with when you're looking at this though, there's Frogger. It's that soundtrack. It's portable. So again, this is that new generation that gets to experience what we enjoyed playing when we were younger. But that screen is 2.5-inch LCD display, which is nice. We include the cables, and to hook to the television
which,
again.
By the way, Atari does not usually include the cables. They are add-ons if they're available at all.
Right.
So to me, that is the biggest difference and the reason why people went crazy. We had 25,000 people who picked it up before today.
Right.
We made a little email campaign available, and 25,000 people went, I remember that. We've had 10,000 more since midnight. So here's your handheld. And that handheld experience is just one-on-one. In fact, I apologize. Playing the handheld, I blanked out for a minute.
That's okay.
And I completely forgot what Sarah was talking about. But here's the cool thing. We can take this handheld experience and turn it into play for everyone.
Yeah, because we include the AV cables. It's a 6-foot AV cable, and you're going to see, we have the TV turned around for you just to see the inputs that we're talking about.
Yep.
So again, you have your audio and visual, so you go ahead and put these in. Just match the colors up, and then the other end goes directly into the audio or the AV out, right at the top.
That little guy.
But the thing is, too, if you have a newer television that maybe doesn't have the matching colors here, most likely your TV came with something that looks like this.
Yes.
So we don't include this, but you probably have it with your TV already.
It's in a drawer close to where your TV is.
And again, here's those imports there. But
and it's a nice long cable.
It's a 6-foot cable, which is really, really nice. But there's one more piece of this that I love. So we're talking about the fact that it is portable. It's that soundtrack that you love.
Yeah.
But what if you want to just have that person enjoy enjoy their own little game for a while. Yeah,
Yes.
parents sometimes like
I
a
told you,
little quiet.
It took me 20 years to get the sound,
Yeah.
sound of Frogger out of my head.
But we actually have on the bottom, there's a headphone jack here. So we have this awesome set of Beats headphones. Wonderful.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and pop those in and, you know, wear them. It's meant for long-term listening, but all of a sudden now you turn that portable handheld in to your own personal handheld, or you can enjoy it on the big screen too. So here's
It's
your
the
game back.
ultimate gift. And you
Yeah.
know what? There is no difference between men and boys.
Yeah.
There aren't. Okay? Maybe facial hair. If you're lucky. Okay?
Right.
If I'm 57
right.
years of age, this is on my Christmas list.
I know. And I think it's just
Because I want to relive that time.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
What?
There's Frog Pond. Go through some of these.
Okay, so let's go back to the beginning just so you can kind of see it. So what I love here too is that we actually include the original artwork.
Yeah.
So you might remember the artwork before you remember the name. And there's a directional keypad here, like a little toggle switch. You just keep going left, right, over. Why are you laughing? Did you stop listening again?
No, my boss is cracking me up. My boss, and by the way, he's a great guy, and I'm not saying that, Stan, just because you're my boss, but he's in my ear. It's the sound of a 3-year-old.
So
he goes,
funny.
Dig Dug. Do you remember Dig Dug?
Dig Dug, you know
That's
what?
right,
I was
Dig Dug.
never good at Dig Dug. I will admit that one. No.
That's so funny, though. These are games that I haven't thought of.
right.
Sarah, I hadn't thought of them in 30
I know. So I'll
plus
put
years.
Frogger on the big screen too, because I want you to hear it again, and it's just something.
There it is.
There it is. You know, all of a sudden you're playing it. The whole goal is just to get to the top
All right.
safely, right?
That was some impressive Frogger there, young lady.
I know. I want you to play this one. Here.
Okay.
Even you can do this one. Oh,
No,
geez,
no,
better
wait,
than I
no,
can.
what,
Here.
Even? Oh, don't
Go ahead.
challenge me.
Oh, here. Let me get you up safely. Okay. Now you're sitting
I don't need
safe.
your help.
I know.
I
Come
don't
on.
need your help.
Red is good. You don't want to jump on green.
Well, see, now, by the way, I am the
What?
colorblind guy.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. If you. All right.
What'd I do wrong?
You hit the grass. You need to kind of get in there, like a little kind of
to
take
get the-
cover.
okay, all right.
Oh, how do you know red or green?
I don't. But I'll still beat you.
Okay, that's red. All right. Go ahead. So look, you don't want to jump
What?
in the water.
I can think only frog that can't swim.
So go ahead. It hits the fire button
here.
again.
That's
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah. So, or, you know, you could and hit it again. Plus fire to play, and there you go.
All right, here we go.
So
It
that's
never
the
ends.
great thing too.
Huh,
Ooh, that was very good. Ooh, that was green fat. Okay.
Katie, you want to play? Because I'm not giving this back to Sarah.
I'm
right.
playing Asteroids right now, sorry.
Asteroids. I mean, was that one of your favorites, Katie?
This is, all of a sudden, it's 1982, and my brother and my mom had to get like an egg timer from the kitchen
Yeah.
to give us each our own time because we would start
Same
fighting
here.
over whose
Same
turn
here.
it was. This is awesome.
Yeah. Look, you're sitting in your cuddle duds. You're enjoying the morning. It's just something, again, it just throws us back to a time, a simpler time, right? It's 3 lives, you know, a couple of games here and there. And again, these are easy to learn. So it's something that if you have someone in your
Yeah.
family that's never even played this before,
How come we don't have a reset button in real life?
it's easy to go. Oh, hold on. All right, and then you want to clear. Oh,
Had to go down.
all right.
I know what I'm doing. This ain't my first rodeo.
Oh, there you go. Now, there you got it. Yeah. But there's more. There's 5 more to go.
Huh? Okay, now all these you get
Yeah.
70 games. 70. And
Yeah.
and you get the fun of playing once more.
Yeah.
I think this may be the best holiday gift
we
that
try
we've
Pac-Man
had
again?
as the today's special value.
Yeah, I truly think we saved the best for last because there's something,
right.
honestly, when you're thinking of a family gift, and this time of the year, all you want to do
Galactica.
is family time. You want to bring everyone together. Wait, let's see. Let's go to
That
Centipede.
was a great too. And the golf game, I remember playing that. Dodge 'em.
Oh, there's Dig
Here's the
Dug.
funny part. Let me grab my list. I hadn't even remembered
Yeah.
some of the names of these games. Pac-Man, Frogger, River Raid, Kaboom.
Kaboom. Yep, that was Kaboom.
Dig Dug was the one that my boss Stan
Yeah.
fell in love with. But Asteroids and Centipede and Missile Command, those were my automatic favorites.
Yeah, so you just actually brought up a good point with Kaboom and some of the other ones. With the Atari 2600, there was the choice between paddles and the
Right,
joystick.
right.
This actually, just the directional keypad that we have, actually works as both. So the
I think
fact
it
that
actually works
I
because
just got
Missile
killed again.
Command, if you remember, Missile Command was a roller ball.
It was.
And
And-
I had the first case of carpal tunnel
Yeah.
in Indiana
Oh, I keep.
in 1982 because
Right.
of that.
So what's great, I was telling a funny story about I'm talking now at the same time. With Missile Command, my husband, when we got this home a little while ago, we were sitting down, playing it. He was getting ready to walk out the door, suit and tie, ready to go.
Which one? Are we allowed to say what he does? He works in law enforcement.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, he just stayed there for like the next 30 minutes
He was a
playing.
kid again.
And I'm like, don't you have to go to work? He's like, oh yeah, I do. So it was just